on, fight fans, we got ourselves some breaking news. Jon Jones is out of UFC 295's main event due to a pec tear, I believe. I believe he tore his pec muscle, if I'm correct on that one. But yes, he is out of the main event, and we are not going to have Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic for the heavyweight championship of the world. Instead, we will have Tom Aspinall taking on Sergey Pavlovich at UFC 295's co-main event for the interim heavyweight championship of the world, where the original co-main event was Yuri Prochazka taking on Alex Pereira. Now that's now going to be the main event of UFC 295 at Madison Square Garden. So guys, what do we say about this? You know, it's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I think a lot of us were all very much looking forward to seeing Jon Jones take on Stipe. It would have answered us a lot of questions. We know that Jon Jones originally got his heavyweight championship of the world over Cyril Gane back in March earlier this year. And it was definitely a one-sided fight. It was not even a fight. It was literally a minute. Jon Jones was able to take him down to the ground, submit him, and that was that. So it left us with a lot of unanswered questions. It left us some questions that were answered. You know, that the fact that Jon Jones is probably considered one of the greatest of all time, arguably. That Jon Jones did very, very well. We all answered how he would do against a heavyweight. He did pretty decent. But what left us unanswered was the fact that how would Jon Jones handle some power of the heavyweight? How would Jon Jones handle some of the wrestling from a heavyweight? And how would Jon Jones handle the longevity of being a heavyweight in a fight, going 5 rounds and such? Well, those were gonna possibly be answered going against Stipe. But now that fight is off, and we are gonna be left with unanswered questions for quite some time. And what I mean by quite some time, Jon Jones is gonna be out for at least 8 months. So it looks like we are not gonna see him return till possibly July or August of next year. Now, Dana White has stated he wants to continue with Stipe Miocic. But it really leaves us wondering, okay, then where is going to be the interim fight going to happen? Or when the interim fight, who is going to hold the belt? Who are they going to be fighting come summertime? Are we not going to get a unified heavyweight championship of the world fight until quite possibly November of next year? Is that what I'm hearing? Because I'm hearing that Stipe is not going to fight nobody else but Jon Jones. Jon Jones is quite possibly not going to fight anybody else besides Stipe, because this was billed as the greatest ever versus the greatest ever. The greatest ever at heavyweight versus the greatest ever at light heavyweight. You know, this was just a really built up fight that you just don't get with anybody else. But it really makes you wonder, with Stipe Miocic being out so long, he has not fought since he lost to Francis Ngannou back in March 2021. By the time he steps in the octagon, it will be 3 years. And Stipe Miocic is no young man. Stipe Miocic will be at least 42, quite possibly 43 by that time that fight takes place. That's really, really older compared to Jon Jones. Jon Jones is going to be 37, I believe. He's 36, 37 years old now. Quite possibly be around 37 years old by the time the fight takes place. So that's still much younger than Stipe Miocic. And it's a long time for Stipe to be out at that age as well. So it really remains to be seen of what's going to really happen, what's really going to transpire. Because, yeah, the heavyweight division needs to move on. We need to crown a heavyweight champion of the world. We all want to see Jon Jones fight in the heavyweight division. I think at this point, I don't think any of us would be too happy or too keen on seeing Jon Jones taking on Stipe, just due to the fact the longevity of Stipe being out of action for so long. You know, it would almost discredit his win if Jon Jones were to get a win over Stipe Miocic. So that just makes me wonder, guys, what's really going to happen with Jon Jones when he comes back. But it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. So guys, let me know what you think about the main event, or the co-main event, I should say, at UFC 295 with Sergey Pavlovich versus Tom Aspinall. Let me know what you think is going to happen with Jon Jones. Is he going to take on the interim champion, or is he going to take on Stipe Miocic? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.